In that of fundamental unit of life, we are going to talk about the cell membrane. As we know, all the eukaryotic cells have at least these three parts, that are cell membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Cell membrane or the plasma membrane, it keeps the cell separated from the external environment. And to know more about the cell membrane, we need to see the cell membrane more closely with the help of electron microscope. Each cell is surrounded by a covering which is called plasma membrane or cell membrane. This picture is showing the fluid mosaic model of plasma membrane which is given by Singer and Nicholson in 1973. Here you can see the cell membrane is made up of lipid bilayer with embedded proteins. Plasma layer is not rigid, it is flexible. Plasma membrane is a selective membrane because it allows the entry and exit of selected materials. So that is why it is also known as selectively permeable membrane. So if we talk about the functions of plasma membrane, we can conclude that plasma membrane gives the definite shape to the cell and it protects the cell from any injury. It prevents the mixing of cell content with the external environment and maintain the individuality of a cell. Being selectively permeable, it allows the movement of selected quantities of selected material across it. Now let's see what are the mechanisms which are involved in semi-permeability of plasma membrane. Means the processes of transport across the plasma membrane. Materials are transported across the selective permeable membrane, that is plasma membrane, through the two processes, that is passive transport and active transport. The main difference between the active transport and passive transport is the requirement of energy. To do active transport, energy is required in the form of ATP. But in case of passive transport, no energy is required as the molecules transport on the basis of concentration gradient. There are two types of passive transport, osmosis and diffusion. First of all, we will talk about diffusion. Generally, ions, water, gases move across the plasma membrane through this process of diffusion. Diffusion is the process in which substance is spread into another substance by the random movement of its particles from a region of high concentration to lower concentration due to the kinetic energy of the particles. In a simple way, we can say that when particles moves from the concentration of when particle moves from the higher concentration to the region of lower concentration. Exchange of gases like carbon dioxide and oxygen across the cell and external environment takes place with the help of diffusion. If we talk about the importance of diffusion, as I told you, diffusion helps in the exchange of gases and it also helps in distribution of substances throughout the cytoplasm. Diffusion helps in the transpiration in plants and the aroma of the flowers, they diffuse in the air in a similar way. Various materials, either it could be gases, liquids or solid, they dissolve in the medium due to diffusion. Next passive method is osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water or any other solvent from the region of high concentration to the region of low concentration through the semi-permeable membrane. There are two types of osmosis, endoosmosis and exoosmosis. From the word endo means something is entering inside. So in case of endoosmosis, the water or a solvent, it enters into the cell from the outside of the cell. When cell is placed in a hypotonic, or we can say distilled water, and because of this cell swells up and become turgid. You can see endoosmosis when you put the raisins into a distilled water. They swells up because of endoosmosis. Another type is exoosmosis, where water exits from the cell, or we can say water comes out from the cell into the surrounding when cell is placed into more concentrated solution, or we can say hypertonic solution, and because of this exoosmosis the cell become shrink, right? So we can take the example by putting the grapes into a sugar solution. After some time the grapes become shrink because of exoosmosis. Now with this experiment you can easily differentiate between endoosmosis and exoosmosis. जैसा कि मैंने आपको बताया था कि ऑस्मोसिस का मतलब है मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर या फिर कोई और सॉल्वेंट फ्रॉम द रीजन ऑफ हाई कंसंट्रेशन टू रीजन ऑफ लोअर कंसंट्रेशन. अब ये जो ऑस्मोसिस है ये अलग अलग सॉल्यूशन में अलग तरीके का होता है. एंड थ्री टाइप ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस लाइक हाइपोटोनिक, आइसोटोनिक एंड हाइपरटोनिक. पहले हम बात करते हैं हाइपोटोनिक सॉल्यूशंस की. हाइपोटोनिक सॉल्यूशंस होते हैं जहाँ पर कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ सोल्यूट बहुत कम होता है और वाटर का कंसंट्रेशन बहुत ज़्यादा होता है अक्रॉस द सेल. आप इस पिक्चर में देख सकते हैं कि सेल के अराउंड जो वाटर है वो ज़्यादा कंसंट्रेशन है और उसमें सिर्फ 10% सॉल्ट है. इसके कंपैरिजन में सेल के अंदर जो सॉल्ट की कंसंट्रेशन है वो ज़्यादा है. तो यहाँ पर जो सेल है दैट विल result in movement of water from the surrounding into the cell and makes the cell swell. आइसोटोनिक सॉल्यूशन का मतलब है कि जहाँ पर सेल और सराउंडिंग में, सेल के सराउंडिंग में दोनों तरफ सोल्यूट और वाटर का कंसंट्रेशन सेम रहता है, क्योंकि सेल के अंदर भी 10% सॉल्ट है और सराउंडिंग में भी 10% सॉल्ट है, तो यहाँ पर किसी भी तरीके का मूवमेंट नहीं होता है. अगर हम हाइपरटोनिक सॉल्यूशन की बात करें तो इसमें सराउंडिंग के जो वाटर है उसमें सॉल्ट का कंसंट्रेशन ज़्यादा होगा एज़ कंपेयर टू सेल. सो इस वजह से बैलेंस करने के लिए द वाटर विल बी लीव आउट फ्रॉम द सेल एंड सेल बिकम श्रिंक. दिस इज़ व्हाट हैपन व्हेन वी कीप द ब्लड सेल इनटू डिफरेंट टाइप ऑफ सॉल्यूशंस due to osmosis. If we talk about the significance of osmosis, so osmosis helps in the absorption of water from the soil to the root hair, and it also helps in opening and the closing of stomata. Now we will talk about the active transport of materials across the plasma membrane. Active transport is a rapid transport and it requires energy in the form of ATP. As it is against the concentration gradient, so it involves the usage of carrier proteins also. Active transport can be of two types, endocytosis and exocytosis. एंडोसाइटोसिस का मतलब होता है कि जब ऑर्गेनिज्म कोई फूड पार्टिकल को एनगल्फ कर रहा है. एंडो मीन्स इनसाइड. When any organism engulf food or other substances from the external medium by the plasma membrane for a plasma membrane, that is called endocytosis. और exocytosis just इसके opposite होता है, जिसमें जो ऑर्गेनिज्म है, it expel out the large size of material outside the cell through the plasma membrane. So far in this video, we had come to know about the plasma membrane structure and its function, how materials are transported across the plasma membrane, and under which we studied about the active and passive transport. Now try to answer these questions. First question is, why is the plasma membrane called selectively permeable membrane? Because it allows some selective material to enter and exit into the cell, right? And second question is, how do substances like carbon dioxide and water move in and out of the cell? And that methods are diffusion and osmosis.